I'm headed out to the wood yard a little bit late this afternoon, or this evening, I guess. I had some errands to run after work today, so I wasn't able to come out to the wood yard to really do anything. I do have to get some mini firewood to take in to the distribution center. But it was a hot one today, so I'm kind of glad that I had some stuff to do and didn't need to come out here, because I don't know what it is. It's like it was 80 something, 85 I think, mid 80s today, but 80s in September just seems a lot hotter than like 80s in July. I don't know what it is, but anyhow, yeah, so I just need to get some oak mini firewood to take down. I got some orders I gotta fill this evening, but when I was out running my errands, and this is just a funny story that I thought I would share. I don't know how many of you are familiar with or were fans of pro wrestling back in the Attitude Era, but you may have heard of a wrestler called Stone Cold Steve Austin. And Stone Cold Steve Austin had, as part of his gimmick early in the Attitude Era, he had a little saying, DTA, don't trust anyone. And today when I was driving, running my errands, I was coming up to a crosswalk, and I could see coming down from my left-hand side on the sidewalk was a younger lady, younger gal, and she was walking, and she continued to walk right out into the crosswalk without ever stopping or looking to see if there was any traffic coming. And as I was approaching, I slowed down because I saw her, but I was like, man, you have got to really trust and put your faith in other people driving to, one, see you entering the crosswalk, and then two, trusting that they are going to stop. And I don't know, for me, if I was her, I would not have just trusted that cars coming down the street would automatically stop and notice me in the crosswalk. Yes, I understand it is the law, but man, and that just got me thinking, that little situation there where like she just walked, she kept right on walking, just right down the sidewalk. She didn't look right, she didn't look left, she didn't even look up to see if there was any cars at all present. She just continued walking right down the sidewalk, right into the crosswalk, without pause, without hesitation. And if I wouldn't have been paying attention, or if I would have been assuming that she was going to stop, and so I didn't slow down, I probably would have had to slam on my brakes. But it just made me think how, and maybe it's just a difference in growing up or just a difference in life experiences, but I kind of live under that whole DTA, don't trust anyone. Like, especially in a situation like that, I would always check to see if the person driving down the street, if the vehicle coming is going to stop, because I wouldn't trust that they would. Yeah. So I don't know. Just made me have a little flashback to the wrestling days and that saying. And like I said, I kind of carried that through. I kind of still carry it through now. I mean, there's people that I know, there's people that I am acquaintances with, there's people that I'm friends with, but when it comes down to having 100% trust in a person, there's not very many of them that I can name that I do. And again, it's just maybe because of, how the experiences I've had kind of put me in that position, but I don't know. So let me know if you are one of those people. Are you a DTA, I don't trust anyone kind of person? Or are you just open and will blindly trust anyone, stranger, friend, family, anyone? Let me know down in the comments. And now I'm going to go into my little warehouse here So the one thing, this used to be my drying area, and now it's more of a storage and warehouse. Because after things are heat treated, I put them in here, and then that's kind of how the other greenhouse is the storage. Actually, let's go over there, and I will show you that. So this greenhouse it's open on each end, so the breeze blows through here nicely. And this is where I store things before I heat treat them. So I have, these bags are all seasoned, pretty much fully seasoned, ready to be heat treated and then ready to go. This hickory I don't have in a bag because this needed to season. So I have that drying. This whole rack was full. That's all been either heat treated and then put in the warehouse, greenhouse, or in one of these bags here. So everything in a bag in here is ready to be heat treated. It's either seasoning, and again, I could take this hickory, I could heat treat it, and then put it into a bag and then put it in the other greenhouse. And because that greenhouse is enclosed, that qualifies then for the storage that, in order to store something after it's been heat treated, it needs to be in an enclosed space, I guess. Or, you know, my USDA, I guess, rep, he said this will be fine, and this is actually way more than a lot of people do. He said some people just have like a 3-sided shed, kind of like this thing here. And he said it's 3 sides enclosed and 1 side open, and they store their heat treated wood in something like that. So like IBC totes, they would put them in there. So this is the pre-heat treatment. And currently I have a bag of walnut, cherry, oak, birch, some more walnut, some more birch, a little bit of oak left here. This stuff's all gone. This is, I separated it out. I separated out pieces with bark that, I don't know. I think the walnut just is a better product without having bark on it. So that's probably going to be for my own personal tabletop use. And then over here in the post, so that stuff is the pre-treatment, and this is post after it's been heat treated. In here, this is where the bags then, this is all stuff ready to go. So we've got some maple, the honey locust, birch, and oak. And this is what I need right here. So I don't need this whole bag. I'm probably just going to take one of my totes, fill this up, and then take it in and down to the distribution center. So no work out in the wood yard today on this hot day here in Wisconsin, but the work that I need to do is inside, packaging up some orders of Back 40 mini firewood. Tabletop fire pit season, I think, is underway because orders have been coming in this week pretty steady. All right, I have my tote here, so I am going to load it up with some of this beautiful Back 40 mini firewood, oak mini firewood, and we'll see you guys tomorrow night on the Back 40 Friday Night live stream.